is none but the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Another aqidah issue. Another aqidah issue. In Sahih Bukhari, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "U'dud sittan bayna yaday sa'a." Count 6 affairs before the hour. And one of them he said, "Mawti," my death. We have another issue. People who don't want to believe he's dead. And in one of the lectures, I think it was Tawassul, I said, the Prophet ﷺ is dead, and some people don't like to hear it. They made a video of that. Some crazy fanatic Sufis, they made a video of that, and they said, Abu Mussab against the ulama of Ahl Sunnah. I became the enemy of Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah, all of them. And they put that quote when I said that he's dead, and then they brought a bunch of different people supposedly refuting me. How he's alive. He's alive.
You know, when Holy Prophet ﷺ passed away, there was no funeral prayer read on him. Do you know this thing? Now today, keep in your mind. There were no formal funeral prayer on him. I'm repeating the words again and again. Because the funeral prayers are on the dead. The Holy Prophet was never dead. Just keep on your mind in Hadith and Seerah. Nobody can establish that a proper traditional funeral prayer which we read on the dead people and dead body funeral, that funeral prayer was never read and prayed on Holy Prophet. Why? Because the words of the funeral prayer are Allahumma maghfir li hayyina wa mayyitina. Forgive our alive and forgive our dead. And because the funeral dead body is in front of you, you say the forgive him this dead, and Holy Prophet was never the dead. His spirit was separated from his body for a while, and then it was returned to him. Then it was returned to him, and he is still alive in his grave, and he will remain alive till the day of judgment. That's why he listens our Darood and Salam, and the angels place our Darood and Salam to him. So what did they say? No, there was no imam on the funeral prayer. There were no lines and the sufufs for funeral prayer. No traditional funeral prayer was done. What was done? Room was small. 100,000, all thousands of companions, they enter from one door. 10 or 20 companions stood in front of Holy Prophet and read Salam on Holy Prophet. Tazim. They did Tazim. Just they did Tazim and read Salam and went away, passed away through the other door. Then another 10, 20 people entered the room. They did Tazim, standing Tazim, and they read Salam and went out through other door. This is how 3 days took, or 2 days. Thousands of the companions did Tazim and read Salam on Holy Prophet. You do the same Tazim and same Salam on Holy Prophet in the Sunnah of the companions.
He's not dead. The Messenger of Allah, according to them, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is not dead. So it becomes a crime to some people if you say that Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam is dead. But we have to say to them that Allah Azza wa Jal said otherwise. First the hadith says, Mawti, my death. I don't know if they understand Arabic or not, but if you know Arabic, you know what maut means. It means death. Mata fulan. Kullu nafsin dha'iqatul maut. I don't know. Unless they have some other, alien interpretation, that's their own alien interpretation. Then we have the Quran, Allah says, وَمَا جَعَلْتُ لِبَشَرٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ الْخُلْدَ أَفَإِن مُتَّ فَهُمُ الْخَالِدُونَ. We did not grant to any person, any human being before you, eternity. So if you die, would they be eternal? Allah is telling us no one was given eternity. If you die, and Allah is using the term death for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, meaning, do you think they will stay when you die? Do you think that you will die and they will remain alive? All of you will die. All of you will die. In another ayah Allah says, وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ إِلَّا رَسُولٌ قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهِ الرُّسُلُ أَفَإِن مَاتَ أَوْ قُتِلَ انقَلَبْتُمْ عَلَىٰ أَعْقَابِكُمْ. And Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was no more than a messenger. Many messengers had come before him. So if he dies or he's killed, you will turn back on your heels? Meaning if he dies or he's killed in a battle, because this ayah happened in the context when rumors spread that the Messenger of Allah ﷺ died in one of the battles. And so people turn back on the heels. Allah is telling him, even if he dies, will you leave alone? Will you turn away from the deen because of his death? And this is what happened. When he died, ﷺ, many of the Arabs apostated. And they left Islam, and Abu Bakr fought against them. You all know the seerah. You all know the history of Islam. And we all know the hadith and the famous khutbah of Abu Bakr, who said, whoever worships Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Muhammad has died. And whoever worships Allah, then Allah is the ever-living, the one who never dies. So his death, alayhi salatu wasalam. Yes, he is the most beloved to Allah, but yes, he died. Because Allah said, كُلُّ نَفْسٍ ذَائِقَةُ الْمَوْتِ. Every soul should taste death. And then it's the death of this worldly life. He's alive in the barzakh. And as in, everyone is alive in the barzakh. There's no one that is completely dead. He's dead in terms of our connection and communication with them, like you speak to a live person. But everyone in the grave is either being punished or being entertained. End of story. Because the qabr is either rawda min riyad al-jannah or hufratu min hufar al-nar. There's no other option. It's either a garden from the gardens of paradise or a pit from the pits of the fire. And then there's a life to come, which you will be alive, you'll be in the Firdaus al-A'la sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? The big deal is they don't understand what he said and why he said it. He said, do not exaggerate in praising me like the Christians did to Jesus, the son of Mary. He was worried that the people will reach with them the level of ghulu, extremism, and give them divine qualities, and this is exactly what happened. Disappearance of knowledge and appearance of ignorance. Hadith is in Bukhari and Muslim, and this is evident. Evident. Every Tom, Dick and Harry issues fatwa. And the muftis, you know, they're prevented. People prevent them from having access to the people. Even though they can't stop them completely. But you have people who scare you. Wahhabis. Wahhabis, that's it. All they have to do for the general layman and masses, these are Wahhabis. These are, you know, Wahhabis, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the Wahhabi scholars, and this is enough for them to be disconnected from the truth completely. And this is a fact. So unless there happen to be in their country people calling to Tawheed, they will never learn Tawheed, they will never learn the Deen, because they've been disconnected from the scholars because of name calling and propaganda, major propaganda. So knowledge becomes less and ignorance spread. And this is also evident.